My biggest hopes for the future is that we will do business with heart. My name is Michelle Lloyd. I have worked in the community sector for 35 years. My role is to support Michelle and other participants in being able to access services within our community. We're looking at all those things that people need access to be able to live a life that is a quality.
My name is Pei Shan Wu, and I'm an independent support worker. One of the participants that I support, she has really unusual visual impairment. She can see rough outlines of objects, and sunlights really impair her ability to see. My job is to help her get to work and help her with shopping. So it seems like a small task, but it makes a huge difference in her life.
I'm Celeste McGrath. I am an independent support provider. Erin is a 21-year-old who has quite a rare diagnosis. She has Dravet syndrome. So Erin can't tell you what she needs. I do everything from administer her medication to meals. We go bowling. Erin loves to go bowling, and she's got her own little unique style.
At the beginning, there was 5 of us, and we were all made redundant in that program through the transition of the NDIS and block funding changing. In that process, what we realised was the things that we previously had in services like long service, supervision, resources, all those things no longer were available to us as sole traders. What we've seen was a lot of good workers burn out. We've seen a lot of people leave the industry. And we also seen that people weren't getting the quality of care that they deserved.
It's really hard for people who requiring support services to navigate and find the right support workers for themselves.
I was a delegate at the Australian Services Union. We were approached by them to look at the perspective of a co-op, and from there it's really grown into the idea of where we are today.
When I first attended, I actually thought I don't need to join the co-op. And then I heard Michelle Lloyd. She said, it's not just about what the support workers need, but it's also about what we want to see happen in the community.
One of the reasons we wanted to be part of a program like this was to address those things and hopefully bring it back to what it was meant to be about, which is actually the people that we support.
Workers can come together and they all have access to training and increase their skills and keep up with their professional development. For me, that's a great bonus for the community. They know that if they choose a support worker through a co-op, it's going to be certain standard.
It's in regional community, you're travelling up and down and all around, and you're waiting months and months to have, access to services that in the city you might have within weeks.
I think it's really important to have a co-op that can support and attract those specialists to come to the region.
If someone has a client or a participant in Churras Heads but they live in South Durras, it's an hour drive within the cooperative, you'd have access to say, well, look, you live near Churras, would you be able to service this client?
For me, the benefit is the sense of belonging, because it's very isolating being an independent support worker. Immediate problem we have once we become an independent support worker is we can't go on leave. The fact that NDIS is constantly changing is quite a challenge for independent support workers.
My hope is that the cooperative will have an online platform where training is both ongoing and essential.
What excites me is the potential for people to have true access, true choice and true control of their own lives.
It's not a profit organisation. They're not looking to benefit from client packages and funds.
So what excites me about being part of the co-op is that I get to create something that is transformative for the care sector.